Oh, champ. Justin Bieber has lost his ever-loving mind, gang, and I need y'all to smash the likes, by the way. You run up these likes. You see the type. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. It's real. This is directly from Justin Bieber's Instagram. Justin Bieber feels the need to diss the Clipse for whatever strange reason. I don't know what his problem is, gang. I don't know what his problem is, but I do know that we need to run up these likes because this doesn't make any sense, all right? Little Biebs, all right? Mr. I decided to put myself in hip hop culture for some strange reason, feels the need to diss said pioneers in hip hop culture, champ. I don't understand, all champ. These are some legends. Are we disrespecting people of the culture as a guest in hip hop culture? Kind of crazy, Justin Bieber. I ain't gonna lie. Smash up on that like. Get these likes up, champ. This is insane. This is wild. Run up these likes, all champ. Only on the main platform. Okay, we're gonna get the room filled up before we get into the content because this is crazy. Gang, this doesn't make sense. What's Justin thinking, champ? Justin, are you insane, gang? Are you wild? Why is a guest of the culture out here disrespecting some legends of the culture? That doesn't make any good sense. Is there something in that Canadian water? I don't know. We know Justin's also Canadian, okay? Smash up on the like, gang. We're going to get to it in just a second. I want these likes to get up, though. Ain't cool. My likes got to go up. Fill up the room. As soon as I see 100 plus people in the room, we can start this madness because this doesn't make good sense, champ. This doesn't make good sense. I don't know what's going on, champ. Justin, what you thinking? Why are the Clipse on your radar? I don't understand, champ. I don't get it. All right, it doesn't make sense to me. You feel me? But F it. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. Okay. Look, Justin Bieber went on Instagram and said this. He says justice is served. Little Bieber emptied the clip. This is the only album that matters right now. This album is way better than the Clipse. The Clipse is for bitter grown men who collect cars, dolls, and shop at Kith and Union. So basically, he's calling the Clipse album for bitter grown men or bitter old men. Bitter grown men, not old men. Bitter grown men. So Justin Bieber, I don't know what your numbers is like. I'm out here to, pocket watch the numbers or nothing like that. I don't know what your numbers is like. But why are you disrespecting the Clipse? I haven't heard Justin Bieber's album. I heard it was cool, man. I didn't hear it was great. I heard it was cool. I heard it was acceptable. I didn't hear that it was insane, nothing. I heard it was acceptable, okay? Listen, Justin, I don't know what you're trying to do here. I don't know if you're calling yourself trolling, but this looks bad, gang. Considering your history, champ, Justin Bieber is someone that did use the N-word and do a very racist type of video way back in the day. If y'all could remember, One Less Lonely Negro. Okay, if y'all remember. Remember that? Remember Justin got a bunch of, they was on him over that. He was talking about black people in a racist way. And now you're talking about the Clipse. Champ, you lucky that the hip-hop culture even accepted you in the first place. Like, since when did you feel the need to disrespect any type of top culture icons ever in your life, champ? You trying to call yourself Little Bieber, you trying to be in the culture, and then you disrespecting people in the culture who was here way before you, who have done much more than you have done, all right, before you ever came into hip-hop, right? If it wasn't for a black person, you wouldn't even be famous right now. Because remember, Usher's the one who put Bieber on in the first place. Remember? Yeah. Usher put Bieber on. So why do you feel the need to randomly disrespect the Clipse? That doesn't make sense. You have some nerve doing this. You dig? Now, he might just be high, but being high is not an excuse. I don't give people excuses for being high, drunk, or any of that. You are responsible for everything you say and do. I don't care if you was high. I don't care if he was drunk. Why are you acting in such a way, champ? This is weird, okay? This is weird, all right? Come on, gang. Seriously, right? He's saying that the Clipse album are for bitter grown men who shop at Kith and Union. Well, Jeff, guess what, champ? I don't shop at any of those places, by the way, all right? Yeah, he's wilding. Like, Bieber, what do you want, man? I think he's high. Bieber, nobody thinks you're tough. Nobody's taking you serious, champ. Okay? Listen, man. Didn't Diddy diddle you or something, champ? Listen, we gonna go back to that, nigga. Listen, Diddy gave you Frank or something. You gotta chill, gang. You gotta listen. Just because Diddy fondled you don't make you black. I want you to know that. Yeah. Just because Diddy did something to you don't mean that you're black, champ. And I don't care what Diddy did to you. I'm not pro Diddy anything. I'm just saying, hey champ, respectfully. Yeah, didn't didn't you get touched at Clubhouse or something? You gotta chill out, gang, before it get crazy. Chill out, gang. Yeah, champ, didn't you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, didn't Diddy do something, nigga? Go sue Diddy or something, champ. You're doing the wrong things. You're taking the wrong actions. Nigga, the Clipse ain't do nothing to you. Nigga, go sue Diddy or something, nigga. Go sue Diddy, nigga. Come on, what we talking about? Justin, go sue Diddy. Right? Listen, man, if that nigga touched you, whatever, go sue. That's what you need to do, champ. All this random Clipse slander just won't be tolerated. Like, what's up with you, gang? Niggas ain't talking about you. Niggas ain't talking about you, gang. Right? So I don't know what Justin Bieber's on. Well, Justin Bieber, this in the Clipse is stupid. This doesn't make sense. You feel me? It doesn't make good sense. You dig? Like, come on, gang. Do better, champ. What are you talking about? This is the best album right now. I mean, listen, like I said, I didn't hear the album. I heard the album was cool. Is it the best album? Probably not. I don't think it's the best album. Only numbers will be a factor in that. I'm just gonna say that right now. You dig what I'm saying? But he gotta be on dope. He's on something. He's on substances, bro. He's on something. He's on something, bro. It's very clear that Justin is on something because there's no way he thought this through. You feel me? There's no way you thought this through. So we just gonna diss the Clipse. Like, what do you have? Like, are you like aligned with Travis or something? I don't know. Y'all gotta let people fight their own battles if that's the case. I don't know what smoke you got with Pusha and Malice. I don't know. You feel me? But it gotta be the dope. It gotta be the dope. But I don't give dope an excuse. Again, I'm not the person to give dope an excuse for bad behavior, champ. You are accountable for everything that you do. You're a grown-ass person. Take accountability for everything you do. Understand? That's what people need to realize. You gotta take accountability for the nonsense that you put out here. Like, come on, gang. Come on. What you talking about, bro? This guy's talking about justice is served. Nigga, shut up. Who asked you to speak, champion? You in a black culture trying to act like you black. Little Bieber, little Biebs. Nigga, your name is Justin Bieber, nigga. Okay? Be that, champ. You from Toronto, Canada. Your name is Justin, champ. Your name is not Little Bieber or Little Biebs. Nobody called you that, gang. I don't care if Sexy Red gave you an infection. That doesn't make you black. It doesn't mean that you have any type of say-so in the culture, champ. Mind your goddamn business. You understand? Make your music and shut up. I don't care. I don't care if the test results came back positive for whatever Sexy Red gave you. I don't care. I don't care if Sexy Red was on your album. I don't care. All right? Shut up. All right? Your name ain't Biebs. Your name is Justin Bieber, gang. By the way, yeah. Yeah, gang. By the way, I want to let you know that. Okay? It's crazy, man. What are you talking about? Where did this even come from, nigga? Like, seriously, where did this nonsense come from? Justin Bieber, what are we talking about here? Okay? This doesn't make sense. Random smoke. Random beef. Justin. What are we talking about, gang? We gotta stop the madness. You feel me? We gotta stop the madness. You dig? Rico Funtime says, Justin about to put a MAGA hat on next. I don't think this has anything to do with MAGA, to be honest with you. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm not really the person that's gonna mix music with politics because I'm just not. I don't even speak politics, but all this MAGA stuff in music, I don't buy it. I don't buy the narrative. Now, you might have MAGA people that support the music and all that, but that doesn't mean that hip hop is in a political space where niggas is choosing political sides. This isn't that. That doesn't make sense to me. So I'll be honest. You dig? But what I will say is, Justin does have a nasty history of doing racist things. We did see him do something that was deemed to be racist on camera, but he said one less lonely Negro, champ. We seen it. We watched it. It wasn't cool. Apparently he was forgiven for it for whatever reason. Nah. Bro was wildin'. And you also gotta realize he come from Toronto, and Toronto has a very racist population too. If you didn't know, yeah. A lot of the pale folks out there in Toronto is racist. Not everybody, but there's a pretty racist culture out there in Canada. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. He can still be racist within, for all we know. I have no idea. I'm not saying people can't change. Like, you maybe, you could change. You used to be racist, you're not racist no more. But how do we know that? You dig what I'm saying? How do we know that? You dig? Like, come on, bro. We got more comments though. We got RNL Productions who says Justin needs to sit this one out. Justin is an easy name to flip in a ball. I don't even think that Pusha or anybody's gonna diss Justin Bieber because they're not gonna get a response. You could diss people, but if it's not worth a response, if they're not gonna respond, it's kind of pointless. You feel what I'm saying? But I also heard Travis Scott kind of diss Pusha T. He said he was pushing T's on Jack Boys 2 that released at midnight today. Heard Travis Scott kind of diss Pusha, but it wasn't worth nothing. He said, I'm pushing T's. Like, okay, we don't care. Kendrick already said that. Whatever. Anywho. Let's get to some more comments, though. You dig? Tiffany Rain official says the Clipse aren't even in the same genre as Bieber. How does this even make sense? It's some weird behavior going on. He's high. Listen, maybe he's just high. You ever thought about that? He's high. All right, he's getting high, and that's it. All right, Justin Bieber is under the influence of whatever substances he's taking, and I guess that's the end game here. You feel me? That's what I kind of honestly assume. Like, oh, he's high. Okay, champ, take it down. Take it down, gang. Okay, take it down. I mean, when you battle an album for album, honestly, everybody's competition nowadays. Even if you're not a hip hop artist, if you're a pop artist, you still compete. Like look at Billboard is for every genre of music in general, right? So, on Billboard, there is a contest. Album for album, it's still a contest, whether it's in the same genre or not. All genres are competing to be number one, right? So, it's still competition in that regard. But as far as a hip hop arena, no. In a hip hop arena, no. You dig? No. Audio Ghost says, Travis, this was softer than Drake's this. It was way softer. It was too soft, actually. But Travis Scott is not a diss rapper. He just makes music, and that's cool. By the way, Travis Scott ruined a album that could have been great. I ain't gonna lie. Travis Scott's album could have been great, but he ruined it. He ruined it, and we'll talk about that another time. You feel me? But this is crazy, bro. This doesn't make sense to me. This is dumb. Justin Bieber, I don't know what the hell you got going on, man. I don't know what substances you're on, but I suggest stopping it now. Right? Talking about the Clipse make music for bitter grown men who shop at Kith and Union. What? Hey, man. It was a good album, man. We had a busy weekend. Also, today is day 3 of Drake's Wireless Fest. And we're gonna be talking about that later. We gotta hate bond again. We gotta do day 3 of hate. Hate bonding is among us. It's approaching. It's coming. All right. Hate bonding will be happening later today. So stay tuned for that. Okay. But boy, I don't know what the hell Justin Bieber got going on. I don't know what the hell Justin got going on. But Justin, you need to stop this madness at once before it get dark. Like I said, you're coming into a black culture. You trying to call yourself Lil Biebs and all that. Yo, bro, stop. Cut it out, man. Your name's Justin Bieber, okay? Your name is Justin Bieber. You can't be a white soldier boy or nothing like that. You dig? It's crazy, man. Oh, man. Man, this is wild. Rico Funtime says Drake got his girl and Diddy got him. Oh, champ, I see what you did there, gang. I see what you're doing. Oh, champ. Yeah, gang. Drake did splash his girl, but Drake's a Geppetto. Right? Listen, man, you let a Geppetto do things with your woman, champ. I don't know why. I don't know why you even listen. Let a Geppetto splash your woman and allegedly got touched by a Geppetto. Kind of crazy, I know. But yeah, man, you gotta chill, gang. You gotta chill before it get crazy, man. Listen, I don't get what you're trying to do here. I think you're high. I think you need to go to goddamn rehab and cut the nonsense out. It's that simple, bro. Cut it out. All right, what you trying to prove here? You're not proving nothing, Jay. This is dumb. This is stupid. This is not smart. You dig? Oh, champ. East said Proxy says Cassie got her ass whooped for going to over to the fest and all. Wait, what? You gonna have to retype. I don't know what you said. I'm sorry. Cause I'm sorry I can't read, man. Yeah, you got typo. You got a mean typo too. You got a mean typo. Rico Funtime says Kyle also previewed JB's album and not the Clipse album, so I think there's a big push against K Dot and the Clipse side. That's interesting. I never thought about that. I never thought about that. I never thought about that. That's interesting though. Could it be that there's a shift? Like there's a side that's purposefully pushing, against the Clipse and Kendrick? That's possible, but I don't think that's the reason. Like Castanat is never gonna listen to the Clipse album because that's not for Castanat's generation. Castanat wasn't around when Grinding came out. A lot of Kai's audience wasn't around when here's the crazy part. When Grinding came out, a lot of Kai's audience was either just born or they wasn't born yet. So it wouldn't even make sense for Castanat to ever do an album reaction to the Clipse. I'm just saying, like he can't, because again, his audience is not familiar with them. They don't listen to Pusha T. They're listening to other things. They're listening to Destroy Lonely and then Ken Carson and Yeet and Travis Scott. All these people, they not familiar with what the Clipse got going on. They don't even know who the hell Pharrell is, to be honest. You dig what I'm saying? So I understand he's gravitating towards his audience, and it wouldn't make sense for him to do a Clipse album reaction because, again, it's not part of his generation. He wasn't around for that. You dig? So I understand. I understand him doing a Justin Bieber reaction. So that makes much more sense to me versus him doing a Clipse reaction. Now, a Jack Boys reaction probably would have also happened because that's Travis Scott. Travis Scott is someone who they're also familiar with. You feel me? So, listen, the Clipse had a great album. I love the Clipse album. The album was great. I didn't hear Justin Bieber's album to say if it was great or not. But Justin Bieber also isn't making hip-hop music. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't believe that Justin Bieber's album is better than the Clipse album. Especially on a production level. It couldn't be. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Clipse might be up there for album of the year. It's gonna be a crazy thing for album of the year. Surprisingly so, Travis Scott's album could have literally, I ain't gonna lie, been next to the Clipse album. It could have been. That Travis Scott album was fire up until a point. I ain't gonna lie. Travis Scott kind of shot himself in the foot because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the songs on that album was really good until it wasn't good no more. Travis Scott gotta stop trying to be other niggas. That's the problem. If Travis Scott would just stick to Travis Scott, he'd be alright. I ain't going to shame Travis Scott for being a snake because you recognize that he's a snake, right? When it comes to Pusha T and them. But as a musician, he's a great musician. He produces and he raps. He knows how to make beats and he raps too. So he's got talent and skill, but the problem is he's a snake. And another problem is, hey champ, you could have had a very, very great album. However, you messed up. Travis. I ain't gonna lie. He really could have competed, but listen, man, he shot himself in the foot, and that was the problem right there. He did. Oh man. Who's this? Hudson says Clipse and Ka don't even go together. You're right, champ. You ain't lying. Listen, man. Ka Sanat can't even understand what the Clipse is talking about. Somebody like Ka Sanat wouldn't understand what the Clipse is talking about because the stuff that I heard on that album, I'm like, oh, okay. I know about this stuff. A lot of street stuff being said. Malice talking about dumping guns in the sewer and all that. Like, oh, niggas don't know about throwing the gun in the sewer. Niggas don't know about throwing guns in the sewer, champ. You feel me? Things like that. So, Castanet could never understand what's being said in these records. It's crazy, man. Oh, champ. Run up these like smash up on a like shitty video. Yo, y'all gotta stop talking about politics, bro. Listen, I wish people would stop bringing politics into music. I'm not a political YouTuber, and you ain't never gonna see me talk about no politics. I don't deal with politics. I don't care about politics. I'm the wrong guy to even have a conversation of politics with. I don't get into it because it doesn't make sense to me. You dig? So there's that. However, this is weird. Justin Bieber, I don't know what the hell you think you're doing, but Justin, get off that dope, gang. All right, get off that. My only advice to you is get off that dope. Recognize the culture that you in. You don't have a say so. All right, you don't get to try to belittle other people in the culture. All right, because nobody else would have did this. I don't know why you doing it. You feel me? So if I was you, I would tread lightly. I would chill out. I would stop the madness while I'm ahead. Just saying, yeah. If I was you, I would chill out. I would get off that dope. All right, I'll be worried about who's smashing my wife when I'm not there. Yeah, that's what I'll be worried about because somebody's definitely putting pipe in your wife. Okay, I said it. Yeah, let's talk reality, champ. Yeah, somebody piping your wife out, gang. Okay, there's a mixed gentleman out there. There's a mixed gentleman out there. All right, who's laying down piping your wife. Okay, right. I want you to know, champ. It's a cold world out here. Cold world, gang. You dig? All champs. Cold world, gang. All right. Let's get to some more comments. Salute to the chat. By the way, make sure you run up these. How many likes we got? Okay. Hey, run these likes up to at least 200. We gotta get the likes up. Likes up to 200. Get to some more comments. We got Doris Walker. Hope I'm saying that right. It says ninjas really out here despising the greats. This is how I know Kendrick, the Clipse, Nas, and the other Canadian male JB shared the stage with SZA recently, and he was zooted out of his mind. F him. Of course he was zooted. Of course he was high. Of course he was out of his mind. Listen, man. Yeah, I seen that too. I don't know what Justin. I don't know what Justin got going on. Justin, go get some help, nigga. Go get some help, champ. All right. Go check your wife's phone to see who she's thrashing on the low. Go see who your wife is letting pipe out. Okay. Go see, champ. Check that phone. Check that phone. Okay. ENT says, wonder if Justin's album ain't selling. I don't know. It should be selling though. I ain't gonna lie. I heard it was good. Like, I didn't hear nothing bad about his album. I'll be honest. I didn't hear the album was trash. I heard the album was cool. They said the album was something that you would play when shorties come over. So if you with a shorty and all that, y'all chilling, you're kicking back, it's one of those. You dig? It might get you some buns. And look, if your breath stink that night, you might not get those buns, champ. So make sure you smell good while the music is playing. Okay? Make sure you smell right. Okay? You might clap, you might not. You might get the clap, or you might not. Then that depends on if you use protection, champ. By the way, yeah. So you might clap, or you might get the clap while clapping, and then you're screwed, champ. Yeah. Then you gotta get tested, champ. Yeah, you gotta take antibiotics and stuff, champ. Did you know that? Yeah. That's what I heard about the album. That's what I heard about Justin's album. Okay. That's what I heard about Justin's album. I'll be honest with you. All right, all champ. Might get you a white girl or two. Might. Might, champ. You might get a pale princess. You might get an ice princess. It's possible. Yeah, you might. You might get you a vanilla wafer. You could. You could, champ. Right? You could do that. You know, it might not just be white women though. I ain't gonna lie. It might not just be some white women. It could be other women too. You feel me? It don't just gotta be white women though. You feel me? It ain't just gotta be white women. Yeah. Oh, champ. Rocky says, I wonder why he even felt the need to even speak on the Clipse. Weird. I don't know. I don't got the answers, gang. I'll be honest. I ain't got the answers, man. I don't have the answers. Oh, champ. Run up these likes. Run up these likes. How many likes we got? We gotta hit the likes 200. 200, gang. 200 is it works. 200 works. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't understand why Justin did this. All I'm gonna say is that this guy must be high out of his mind. He must be high. He must be lit. Something's going on with Justin. That's why he decided to make such a bold and horrendous statement about the Clipse. That's what I'm assuming here. I'm assuming such things. Okay. But yeah, man, this doesn't make sense. But yeah, like if you in the culture, like you gotta have respect for people who have put pain in, who already made a name for themselves. Like, why are you talking about them for? Mind your business, gang. You dig? Salute to Deddy Pendergrass in the chat. Deddy says, Mayor giving us an educational PSA. $2 in town taxes. Yes, sir. Salute to you for paying them town taxes. Yeah, this is definitely an educational PSA. And this ain't the first PSA. There's gonna be more PSAs later because guess what? We're gonna have to take a look at Wireless Fest Day 3. Yeah, today's Wireless Fest Day 3. Day 3 of nonsense from Drake and his gawkers. Okay, Drake and his gawk affiliates out there in London. Got one more day of this nonsense, gang. So you're gonna get hate bonding with the mayor Day 3. How about that? Yeah, hate bonding with the mayor Day 3. Ain't that crazy? I know. LaShawn Taylor says, instead of copying K-Dot's album cover, he should call K-Dot's therapist. Good advice. Good advice. I think the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. I think the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, go contact Dot's therapist. Yeah, contact them. Right? Listen, we know you got PTSD from being at Diddy house. All right? Look, this is what it is, man. All right? Listen, I don't know, nigga. I don't know, man. Yeah, you know about the Ciroc baby oil, nigga. You was around Diddy when Diddy's baby oil was Ciroc branded baby oil, okay? By the way, yeah. You know what the Ciroc baby oil smell like, okay? You know about that Ciroc baby oil. You was around for them times, okay? So, you know a little something about that. Okay? Man. Oh boy. Who's this? Alexa says the Venn diagram of people choosing between Bieb's album and the Clipse are two separate circles. That's also a fact. You ain't lying about that, my dear. I'll be real. EPMD, $5 in town taxes says salute mayor in chat, just checking in. Salute to you, champ. Paying those town taxes, keeping the IRS off of your back, gang. All champ. Putting up these lights, gang. This is crazy. I don't know what his problem is. If I'm Justin Bieber, I would tread lightly. I would stand down because all of that dope is getting to your brain, making you make very rash decisions, man. Very rash decisions. I don't know what the hell you think you're doing. If I was you, I'd calm down. Okay, you are a guest in the hip hop culture. You're claiming to call yourself Little Biebs and all that. You got Sexy Red on the record. I don't know why. Apparently, he did a song with Sexy Red that was horrific. As soon as Sexy Red got on the record, I don't know why y'all keep collaborating with Sexy Red. Okay, I think Sexy Red is a POS. I don't like Sexy Red. I think she has multiple DTSs in reverse. Okay, by the way, yeah, she has multiple DTSs in reverse. So yeah, I don't know why y'all keep collaborating with this girl. Because she's really trash. She's terrible. I don't know, her music terrible and she's terrible. Okay, yeah, all slander to Sexy Red. Respectfully, I don't give a damn. Okay. Putrid to the culture, man. Putrid. All right, Sexy Red is gonna be the reason that your daughter is gonna be selling buns in the future. Did you know that, champ? You heard it here first. If you got any kids listening to Sexy Red, you messed up. I'm gonna just say that. I don't know how many of y'all you don't got little daughters and all that, but keep Sexy Red away from your daughter's ears, champ. Please do the mayor a favor, gang. All right, this type of putrid nonsense don't belong in no child's ears, especially young girls. Okay, respectfully, we don't need any future. We don't need any future prostitutes, because that's what's going on. This is what's going on here. This is what's going on here, gang. It's rampant. If you're not outside, you don't even know what I'm talking about. You know that bun selling is rampant outside. If you know what I'm talking, you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. Champ, you know what I'm talking about, gang. It's crazy out here. Keep Sexy Red out the household. You heard? Do that. But smash up on the like, gang. Run up these likes, share the video, let the mayor know what you think in the comment section. Get in the comments, let me know how you feel. Also, make sure you smashing that like, get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Join the Discord. The Discord link is always in the chat. Will be in the comments. Fire Discord. Discord's amazing. We got nearly 1,000 people because the mayor's lit. You know how many Discords don't have 1,000 people because they're not lit enough? Well, guess what? The mayor got it. Okay? Smash up on the like, share the video. But one more thing before I get up out of here, gang. One more thing. It's the mayor, the one and only Red New York Mayor, F. Eric Adams, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody in 4 times. Run up these likes, gang. We gonna have more content later. I'm up out of here. Salute.